two guests, Tamar and August. Welcome to the BGS house, y'all.
It's a stacked house today. It's a stacked house.
We are so excited to have y'all. Okay, so first, we definitely would have never expected you two to be on a reality show together. Like, how did this come about? And, like, how do you feel about the show and the experience?
You want me to go first?
I mean, this is your world. I'm your world.
Well, you know, I've been obviously a fan of reality television, like basically all of my life. And this show was such a great show. I remember watching it, you know, back in the day. And so when the opportunity presented itself, I was like, yeah. Yeah. Because I was such a big fan of the show. I thought it was really fun. It showed, you know, like, a lot of good personalities and, you know, just a lot of laughter and things like that. And then, like, challenging yourself, and I'm into that nowadays.
Yes.
And so I was like, yeah, I want to do it. And then when this guy walked through the door, I was like, yes, I have an ally.
I was so happy to see Tamar because, like I said, this is your world. You like top dog in this reality TV world. And I just felt a little bit more safe because I just never imagined myself doing reality TV in ever.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Yeah.
And I also, man, Viacom reached out to me like, it had to be like over 10 times, and I was like, no.
Like, no.
Not this.
No. But then it was like, they asked so many times that it made me get into why am I saying no? I couldn't, and it really, when I realized that it was because of fear, and I was like, oh, well, what am I actually afraid of? And then it made me actually want to go, like, do the experience and see. And then I heard my dear brother saying, we from New Orleans. How you come from the trenches? You mean you ain't gonna take all this money? And then it was like, all right.
That makes sense.
What were your first, hesitations about reality? Sometimes people say that they're worried that it's going to portray them in a certain light or dig a little too deep. I mean, what were your,
It's not just about reality TV. I think this is like reality TV and life in general. Is that it's the unexpected. Uncertainty is like uncharted waters, uncharted territory. That I'm like, damn, like what is the experience gonna be? And then your mind is made to protect you.
Yes, for sure.
So I'm going through all of this shit in my mind, like, well, this could go wrong. Who could be there? What if this happened? What if this happened? Then it was like, it was all false. So then it actually, once I got through the experience, it actually opened me up to like making me want to do a lot more stuff that I probably wouldn't know.
I love that. What do you think we can expect to see from both of you or from the cast in general when it comes to the Surreal Life? Give us something that's really juicy or really like, just like, we can't wait.
So this is the thing for me that I got from doing the show with August is that he's really, really deep, you know, and he's very interesting, you know, and he puts a lot of things into perspective that you kind of really don't think about.
Wow.
And so, like, I really learned a lot, you know what I mean? Because on my journey, you know, like, I was really kind of into myself and kind of like, you know, evolving and things like that. And, you know, he just kind of allowed, like, a safe space to do that. And so
I
it
love
was
you.
cool.
That's so
We
nice.
need a little depth to reality
That
TV.
is
What
so
did Tamar provide for you then?
Well,
Like,
she made me feel safe too. Because like I said, this is her world. So I felt like as long as I know that she in the house, I know she in the building, like, she not going to let me make a move that just could look all the way f***ed up on TV.
That's real.
And because, and not that I necessarily would, is mostly that you, because I don't, it's production and it's the editing, so you don't know, like,
can't control what's going on.
like you
You have
don't,
no control over
exactly. So it was really,
with your mental.
Oh, for sure.
and she just kind of made me be more lighthearted, because, you know, it's really easy to lose your head out here, bruh. And, you know, I think it's real interesting because black people promote you promote that Black Lives Matter, but also black people contribute to the demise of black people's mental health because of being so very opinionated about someone else's life and the way you see them and don't see them as a human in the shit that they go through. So for me, it's like just constantly trying to do the work to stay as much of August that I can while everybody's trying to tell you don't be August type thing, you know?
So speaking on the industry and how crazy the industry can be, a lot of people suffer in silence in this industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to know 3 things that both of you guys do to maintain a healthy, you know, mental health state.
I got some eye drops. It's like the shamans from the Amazon, they use it. Well, really, the hunters, they use it for Well, they was using it at night for clear vision and, you know, to move around through the night. But for me, I use it for like anxiety and to kind of ground myself. So it's some eye drops called Solange, and it kind of burns your eyes out for a second. But you do feel the grounding, that like immediate grounding right after.
Right.
You know, I'm not into the eye drops.
I was like, how about you, girl?
You know, I still pray because, you know, I still am saved with the evidence of speaking in tongues. However, I do believe in being a Christian in crystals. And that has definitely helped me stay grounded. And I also process and progress. You got to really figure out where you are and what's really going on, and then you keep it moving.
You guys have been through a lot. I mean, you share a bit of a family bond, both of you. I mean, you both, I'm sorry, have lost your sisters recently, tragically. And I'm just curious, how are you guys holding up? I mean, August, you talked about your brother, and I'm sorry for your loss on so many different levels. I mean, but how do you wake up every morning?
It's with these spiritual practices, it's weird because, I mean, first you kind of go through the grief of like death and that whole cycle, and you know, but then it's almost like I can. Let me word this right, because I don't want people to think I'm crazy. Not that I could see dead people, but I can hear. I can feel them. So I still feel my my brother and my sister, and they'll nudge me from time to time, like, nah, I'm here type thing. So
like your brother said, go get that check.
yeah, absolutely.
Tamar, you lost your sister Tracy earlier this year in March.
Well, you know, unfortunately, all of that was silently going on while I was on the show. And I remember leaning on August without really telling him everything, because one of her wishes was, you know, to keep it as private as we possibly could, and it was cameras everywhere. But knowing that someone who you respect has been able to navigate that, because this was like my real experience with death so close to me, it was a beautiful thing. And I just feel like sometimes when you don't know why you're in a situation, God reminds you that He's in control, and He puts people together to kind of help you through situations that, you know, you would normally be able to help yourself through.
Yeah, so, I resonate with that so well, because I just lost, I like to call him my dunkle, my dad uncle.
Okay.
He was my uncle, but he was the only father figure I ever knew. I just lost him in June. So going through this process as well. But you, August, also taking on and raising your nieces now. What has that been like, raising little black girls? You know?
No, he's like a dad. What I really love about August is that, like, you see this side of him, but he's like a dad.
He's giving dad energy.
It's amazing. It's so attractive. And not
I
like
love
that's
you,
my brother.
Tay-Tay.
But
It's nice to see a black man be
really,
a father.
honestly, is to see a black man with all of these levels. You know what I mean? And he's so positive, and so like being able to be a girl dad is just like, I told him, you want to make somebody an amazing husband.
Well, what's that been like for you?
It's
Tough.
hard, but it's rewarding.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So it's like, I guess it's like, yeah, I just always want the best for my
Oh.
See,
We
he's
know
a
you
dad.
do. We know you do. Clearly.
Don't make me cry too.
Oh, I love that man.
Why does it evoke that type of emotion in you? Like just talking about your nieces / your daughters, right? Clearly.
Yeah.
Why does it evoke that type of emotion?
my connection to him.
Yeah, sister.
Take a
I
beat.
feel like,
take a
okay,
beat.
let's
Take a
breathe about
beat.
that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, this is beautiful. Take your time.
Take your time. Take your time. We're not.
But it's because I genuinely with them, you know?
Clearly.
They like real good people. And I guess my emotion comes from a place of like just always trying to figure it out. And it's like a situation where it's like so many kind of different chefs in the kitchen, so it's like it just brings in confusion, where it's not just me, and then it's hard for it to just be me because I'm always having to move around and like trying to work to provide a life for them. So it is, I guess the main part is that my sister was my sister in love. That was my dead brother's fiance, and she. So when she died of cancer, she asked me to take custody if I would, and I told her, of course. But I just didn't think she was gonna die because she had already beat cancer one time before. But she has a mom and she has her side of the family. It just kind of is like a seesaw and a push-pull, tug-of-war type thing where I don't know if her mother feels a way that my sister asked me to take custody of them, but I always want them to have a relationship with their grandmother. So it's just a tough situation. So I just I show up how I can, when I can, where I can, and then I just pull back, just to not cause any further disruption.
Let me just say something real fast, because you guys have heard August and I talk a lot about, mental health and like what we do and how we, get through. A lot of this is on this show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I think we need to see that.
Yes, you need to see it. It's fun. Tune in, guys. You won't regret it.
I just peeped something though. You got on this JR necklace.
Yeah,
you gotta
funny.
tell us about this little boo.
I never said I have a boo. I have lots of friends.
Okay.
I'm a very friendly girl.
Okay.
But let's keep it even killed though. August, are you single? Are you? August, are you single?
I have learned my lesson about telling people my business.
Come on, speak the word of the Lord.
So
you know what I'm saying?
it's like it's one of them things that when God tell me to share, maybe possibly I'll share, but I'ma just shut up.
Y'all done dropped a lot of tea, okay? Tamar and August, thank y'all so much for stopping by the BGS house. Make sure you catch all new episodes of The Surreal Life airing Mondays on VH1.
All right.
I can't wait to tune in.